Novice lifters are some of the most spirited lifters in the gym. It's a very pure time in anybody's fitness journey. You're throwing yourself into a new arena that you might not actually be comfortable with, but you're trying to better yourself and you're starting to see some of the results. There is a ton of noise in the fitness industry, and when I was a novice, I found it extremely confusing. I wish that I had followed some of these tips that I'm about to share with you. I have made a ton of mistakes along my lifting journey, and I hope that you can learn from my experience and bypass some of the stupid shit that I did. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mitch. I'm a personal trainer that's absolutely obsessed with books, habits, and health. Before we get into the tips, a quick disclaimer at the top. Please check with a healthcare provider before you make any dramatic changes to your health. These are just generalized pieces of advice, but everybody's individual. In my eyes, a novice lifter is somebody who's been training consistently for about 4 to 8 months or has prior gym experience but hasn't been consistent. These are people who can make rapid gains, but they aren't completely new to the gym. The first tip that I have for you is to track your progress. Not only what your body is doing, but the weights that you're lifting, how you're progressing over time. You want data to look back on and make sure that you're actually making gains in the gym and that you aren't just spinning your wheels and wasting your time. When you track your progress regularly, you'll also be able to go back and reverse engineer what's working well, what isn't, do more of the stuff that you're doing well, and get rid of the stuff that isn't working. Tip number 2 is to actively work on your weak points. Not only physically, the muscle groups that might be a little bit lagging behind or the things that you want to bring up, but more importantly, actively working on any injury rehab or any limitations in range of motion or stability that you have. The fastest way to ruin all of your results is to become injured. You should always be keeping in mind how you can improve your form and technique, how you can get your body to move better, so that way you can keep making consistent progress. Tip number 3 is to focus on compound movements. These are movements that pivot multiple joints and aren't just isolating at one part of your body. For example, when you're doing a bench press, your shoulder joint and your elbow joint are both moving. You're going to be using your triceps, your shoulders, your chest, a bunch of other stabilizing muscles. This is a better bang for your buck than doing a chest fly. That only works in the shoulder and will isolate out your chest. The way that I explain it to my clients is that if a chest fly really squeezes in the chest, and let's say that gets 100% chest activation, it won't actually happen that way, but if you do a bench press, you might be using 80% of your chest musculature, 70% of your shoulders, and 80% of your triceps. You're going to be getting more total in aggregate than just a chest fly. Tip number 4 is don't program hop. People change around their workouts way too frequently and they sabotage the results because of it. Your workout should look pretty much the same for about a 4 to 6 week block. If you feel like you're getting injured, obviously change things up, but if you're feeling good, stick with the same workouts. Follow a workout program for its duration and then change it up. As a novice, you should be trying to learn as much as possible about your body, what it responds well to and what it doesn't. If you program hop too frequently, you aren't going to be able to see if your body responds really well to high weight and low reps, or if it responds better to high reps and low weight. But if you actually do your due diligence and stick with the program for a period of time, you're going to see what works and what doesn't work. One other thing to keep in mind here is that something that works in the short term might not work in the long term. If your body responds really well to high intensity for the first couple years of training, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to continue to respond really well to it in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th years of training, but that's when you start experimenting more and you continue to learn more about your body as it evolves and changes. Okay, my next 2 tips are a little bit conflicting, but I'm going to add some nuance to it. Tip number 5 is to make your training fun. Ultimately, the best predictor of success in the gym is consistency, and if you enjoy your workouts, you're going to show up to more of them. When I was a gym novice, one of the best decisions that I made was to make competitions with my friends. We would see who could get the best transformation in a 12-week period, and the person who lost would have some kind of punishment. Having that friendly competition really lit a fire under my ass to actually be consistent and make this a lifestyle change. Tip number 6 is perhaps the most important tip that I'm going to give in today's video, and that is to improve your relationships with health. You should be exercising because you love your body, not because you hate it. You should eat foods that are good for your body because you care about yourself, not because you want to look a certain way. A lot of people start working out with less noble intentions, myself included, but your North Star, what you should actively be working towards, is creating a better relationship with your body, your health, the gym, and exercise, and this ultimately is going to play much better for you in the long run than just getting into the gym to try to get girls. My 7th tip is to keep it simple when it comes to nutrition. So in general, the more that I've learned about nutrition, the more confused I've become. There are people who say that eating tomatoes and eggplants are bad for you. If you only ate foods that people said were good for you, all that would be left on your plate is water. And even then, people debate exactly what should be going into your water and how you should filter it. In my experience, the clients that have seen the best results are those who ate in moderation. They had multiple servings of protein every single day. they ate a largely plant-based diet and enjoyed food for all of the different value that it provides us. There is absolutely a time when you're with your friends or it's somebody's birthday that you should enjoy food for the hedonistic value that it provides us, for its ability to bring people together and to celebrate one another. You should absolutely have pizza if there's a pizza party, but you should also enjoy food for the nutritious value that it provides you. You want the majority of the food you eat to be nutritious and to serve your body, but you shouldn't become dogmatic about diet. This way you'll not only have a healthier relationship with food, but your adherence to a healthy diet will actually get better because you aren't depriving yourself. If you're a novice lifter and you're looking for more videos on how to improve your health, check out some of the videos that are about to be on screen. If you have any questions for me, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. Please give me a reason to talk more about fitness. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.